in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. So in making this declaration, he was called by many Muslims kafir, or a disbeliever, and some even have called him a hypocrite. He has been charged with forging a lie against God because he said that he was missioned by Allah in the person of this mighty human being, Master Farad Muhammad. And the Holy Quran asks the question, and who is more unjust than he who forges a lie against Allah? And he is invited to submit to Allah, and Allah guides not the unjust people. Now think about this. Here is a man standing up in America, condemning America for all the evil that she has poured upon us, exposing the wickedness of this system and those who perpetuate it and those who originated it. Yes, sir. A man who led us from the darkness of all of our vices to the light of righteousness. A man who was hated by the government, yes, sir, hated by many of his people who didn't understand him, right, hated by the religious teachers and leaders, right, and yet he alone moved through all of this hatred to leave us in 1975 with the Nation of Islam on the minds of scholars and scientists here and around the world, people praising him for his work. Who guided him? Since God guides not the unjust people, who made him to know what was going to transpire in America and in the world? And he called the shots, and now circumstances are bearing witness to the truth of what he both taught and put in black and white for us to see and read. He told us that the dollar would fall. Yes, sir. He told us that the dollar would ultimately become a worthless piece of paper. He showed us what the new currency would look like. He told us that the government of America would one day be set with revolution. Yes, sir. That the people were going to rise up against this government. He told us long before integration started that the white man was going to mix us up in his social equality. Yes, sir. Come on, and that he was going to, as his last trick, give us one of his women or girls. Knowing that when we were children coming up in the South, he killed Emmett Till and put another man in jail for 60 years for just looking at a white woman. Now you can walk the streets with them, marry them, cohabit with them, do anything you want to with them, and it's acceptable now. But why is it acceptable today and it was not acceptable yesterday? Yet the Honorable Elijah Muhammad saw it and called it before it happened. Who guided that man? Since Allah guides not the unjust people.